unfair means in public examinations. A notification has been issued by the Registrar General Arun Bhardwaj. Judicial Officer Anu Grover will be presiding over this newly created fast-track court, which will be situated at the Rouse Avenue Court Complex. Sambhav, my colleague, is joining us. Sambhav, fill us in.
Well, absolutely. And what is more important here is that hours after what Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said yesterday, this is the development from late evening where the Delhi High Court Registrar General has created this fast track court, first of its kind in this case, to fast track the cases already being investigated by the Central Bureau of Investigation. The case is going on in Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court. So this newly, designated fast track court will be in the premises of the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, where already Central Bureau of Investigation is producing different accused arrested from different parts of the country, and an investigation into this NEET UG paper leak case is going on. And today around 13 accused in total 13 accused so far being arrested in this case are in judicial custody. Their judicial custody is ending today. So all 13 accused will be produced in Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court around 12 p.m. So that is going to be important development. It is also to be seen whether this special CBI court, which is already hearing different cases related to NEET UG paper leak, whether it will also talk about this newly formed fast track court, or whether the
okay,
CBI
hang a second. So you are saying a hearing is scheduled anyway before the courts?
Absolutely.
So where is the hearing scheduled today?
So the hearing, as per the schedule, is before this special CBI court, which is hearing the Central Bureau of Investigation is arresting accused from different parts of the country as the investigation in this case is going on.
So what is the reasonable expectation? How does it technically will the special CBI court, do we expect them to transfer this case to this court? Is that what we are expecting today?
That is exactly, we'll have to see whether when all these accused will be produced, because last time when accused were produced, they were produced virtually through physical, not in physical appearance, but virtually. But this time it is to be seen whether they will be produced physically or virtually, because all these accused are in Tihar jail as of now, because they are in
Sambhav, now in practical, a presiding officer for this fast track court, which is, as far as you and I are concerned, a judge, has already been assigned. The location, which is the chambers of this court, has already been assigned, which is Rouse Avenue. So this court is good to go. Now potentially today, tomorrow, it is good to sit. Or are there any technicalities that still need to play out?
No, so far, see, the Delhi High Court's order, I have the copy of the order. The order is very much clear. There is a fast track court in place only to prosecute these cases and the NEET UG paper leak cases. So either this particular case will be transferred from this special CBI court to this fast track court, or there could be an understanding that will be clear, because this is going to be official only after all these accused will be produced before the court.
So very likely. We can't of course predict it, but it seems likely that this is what is going to happen, and that fast track, the matter today will be transferred to the fast track court, and perhaps since a magistrate as well as a courtroom allocation has already happened, that court it's up to them now, to the magistrate, to the judge, to decide when they want to sit. They could sit tomorrow, they could sit this week, they could sit next week. Very likely we're expecting, given the alacrity of the action that is now taking place, that it is likely to be very soon rather than slightly later. Okay, so Sambhav, now just for our viewers watching, how many cases are pending before this? You mentioned the 13 accused. How many cases are pending that are relating to paper leaks that we are aware of, that we can compute?
Well, absolutely. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. So there is one case going on in Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court. In Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, the main case is of these 13 accused who are in total 13. There are 13 accused. They are being produced once their judicial custody ends. So that's one. Another, there are two bail petitions of 4 accused. So earlier, one relief was given to a student who wanted to appear in the re-examination which was conducted on 21st of June. The Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, that was the first relief given in this
No,
case
no,
to
so hang
that
on. So this
student.
was a student who was an accused in the paper leak who wanted to appear for the
Absolutely.
examination.
Absolutely. So that was one relief, first relief given. However, no bail has been granted so far in this case because CBI is still investigating, and what the Central Bureau of Investigation said in the court is official in nature, and CBI said they are investigating. It is a criminal conspiracy, and there could be more arrest, and there could be more arrest of the kingpins. So I mean, it's likely in coming days CBI could arrest few more people because arrest took place from Pune, from not just in Delhi but from Bihar, from different parts of the country. So CBI is still investigating. Is what is the latest CBI said when CBI opposed the bail petitions of different accused. I mean, some accused are saying that they are ready to cooperate with the investigations and they should be given bail. And so far, for bail, because see, once the bail is rejected by the lower court, there is another very important hearing in Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court on the bail petition of two accused in this case, and that's also scheduled for today around 12:30 or 1 o'clock. The Rouse Avenue Court
Okay,
will hear that case
I
as
don't
well.
think, now of course judicial processes have to go by the law with certain discretion that is given to the presiding judge, magistrate, on the application of the law, okay? But I don't think today is a day that anybody is getting out on bail. So reasonably expect these cases to be transferred to this special court. Reasonably expect this special court to convene hearings very rapidly. It can't be done in hours, obviously. The notices have to be sent.
There is, I mean, if we talk about the big picture,
Yeah.
when the matter reached the Supreme Court has, before the examinations, before 21st of June, the top court of the country has very clearly, categorically said that NTA, the agency which is responsible for conducting this examination, the particular NEET UG paper examination, NTA is already in a lot of pressure. So do not, do not pressurize the agency and don't politicize this matter. Rather, let the examination be conducted. And now that examination is conducted on
Yes.
21st of June, its results are out. And then the matter once reached the Delhi High Court has also not heard. I mean, the Supreme Court with these comments slated the matter for further hearing post vacation. So on any day, probably in, this week, I mean, probably next week, the matter could come in the Supreme Court for further hearing.
Okay, all right, Sabab. I'll leave this on a technicality because I want to disaggregate between the cases already under or before the courts of law, which is what Sambhav has been referring to, which is currently a procedural change, a big procedural change, not a small one, because these cases are a handful in number. And if a court has been designated to hear them exclusively, that is certainly going to speed up the process because there are not tens of thousands of cases. There are a handful of cases currently before these courts. Of course, keep in mind that it is the job of the investigating agency to investigate and then a prosecutor to prosecute on the basis of evidence. This does not mean that that process, due process as is called in law, gets curtailed. So due process of sending notices, giving time for reply, giving time for defense counsels, all of that remains. So it is still weeks and months. It's not going to be hours and days. But if you're hearing it exclusively, doing nothing else, that definitely hastens the process a lot. This is, I won't say it's unprecedented, but to see a fast track court created this fast is unprecedented. Fast track courts have been created in terms of violence against women, other cases as well. But to see it happen this fast within a few days, within in fact 3 days, it is to Sambhav, I have never seen this happen before. Yes. This is unprecedented.
Absolutely. And what is, I mean, important here is that, I mean, generally, as you pointed out, if it is crime against women, if it is, I mean, child sexually, sexually molested or some kind of similar cases, fast track courts work in different high courts as well, like Allahabad High Court many a times create a fast track court to fast track the cases for a smooth, swift justice delivery, because fast justice delivery system is very much the need of the hour, and the Supreme Court in many judgments has talked about it. So, but then there is a proper way, there is a procedure how fast track courts work. But but I mean, I am attending these hearings in the Rouse Avenue Court when it comes to NEET UG paper leak case. I mean, it can be said that it's not a slow-paced process, because I have seen other cases as well, like Delhi excise policy case recently concluded in Delhi High Court. I beg your pardon, Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, in the same court, in the same courtrooms of Rouse Avenue Court, where finally, I mean, those who were accused were discharged in like 2.5 years. But this particular court here in Rouse Avenue Court, dealing with NEET UG cases, it's
Okay.
fast.
Okay.
I mean,
So what we have then engendered is a system to avoid tariq pe tariq. But
yes,
obviously, due process of law still applies, as I've mentioned. Okay. And the secondary reasonable point of mention here, before I take out more developments, is that the law which is now going to come, which cabinet is going to clear today, we're expecting a cabinet meeting at 1 o'clock, is expected to be presented before Parliament, should reasonably clear Parliament within a couple of days, so maybe by Tuesday. That law deals with future cases. It is very unlikely that the law is going to be retroactive. I can't rule it out, but it is very, very rare and legally very, very difficult to impose retroactive laws. So that is going to apply to future cases. It might also include certain procedural things which will impact investigation efficacy. So the court prosecution part is now fast tracked. We have to now wait from the CBI and other investigating agencies on their investigation being further fast tracked. That we are here to hear from. Sambhav, thank you for now. More breaking developments coming in. This is an important one as well, because it clears up a lot of rumors that have been going on. The Delhi police has now come out categorically